to be intimate. I'm keeping it 100 with you. I tried to be intimate with her. And she came in the bed with me. She slipped out of it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, okay. After she do that, she go back to sleep in the room with homegirl this particular night. I said, something is fishy here. I said, I ain't no rocket scientist, but this ain't add up. You feel me? So I said, damn, something wrong, something ain't right here. So one time, I had to go do something. I had to go handle something.
This Papoose and Remy Ma situation is getting out of hand. Now, me personally, I believe, you stay out of folks' marriage. For the most part. But when your relationship is in the public eye, then you give everybody else the right to talk about it. Because y'all don't put y'all relationship out in the public. Now, I'm going to say this. This going to go against some of the stuff that a lot of people believe. Now, I've seen a lot of women cape up for Remy. I think it's natural for a lot of women to just go out their way to defend other women because they feel attacked whenever people say something. They just feel like they just get it in their head that she's a woman. I can understand why she felt that way. And so much stuff happened to us that we just have to cape up for her because men are just evil. And then you got the women who are like, Papoose was a good man. That was a good man. And you got the dudes on the side. He was a good brother. He did what he's supposed to do. I'm going to take it a different route. Papoose was a weak man. He's a weak man. He's a weak man. Now, I say that knowing that it takes a lot of strength to wait on somebody while they're in jail. Man or woman. That takes a lot of strength. I respect that. Someone trying to hold their marriage together. Someone trying to hold their family together. Someone who wanted to have their kids in the same household raised together. They wanted that for that kid. I respect that. I respect that from Pap. But I feel like Remy showed you that she was selfish and narcissistic for a long time. Even before she shot her friend supposedly over $3,000. Knowing that she had kids at home. Now, I'm all about a dollar too. I'm about my money. But it's just some things you got to think about before you do when you know you got kids. And as a mother, as the nurturer, you took yourself away from the kids. Now, we all make mistakes. I'm not saying we never made mistakes because I done got caught up before too. You know what I'm saying? I done caught cases before too. So we all make mistakes. But there was a pattern there. I had a conversation with one of my homegirls and she was like, oh, Pap's the narcissist and narcissists do this. And I'm like, baby girl, ain't no man waiting 7 years for no woman, especially if he's narcissistic, not going to the jail every day to the point that she has to tell him to stop coming. She was like, ain't no man waiting. He was off doing his own thing. No, baby, listen. He was showing up at that jail every day. That's a long process. He's not narcissistic. He may have other issues. That's not one. And even before that, I remember him fighting Fat Joe and getting into fights with other people about Remy because she had issues that she made up in her mind people was doing to her. And then all of a sudden, she best friends with Fat Joe again. That's my brother. And Pap, 160 pounds, done went out here and fought this big 400-pound Puerto Rican. You hear me? And they're both great rappers. Now, Remy's career has been better than Pap's. You know what I'm saying? Because she was tied to Fat Joe. Literally, that's the reason why her career is better. She was tied to Fat Joe. Pap was tied to K. Slay. You know what I'm saying? It was just a difference. You know what I'm saying? They got two different backgrounds. But to say that Remy's not a narcissist is wild to me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not excusing Pap. Again, once I said Pap was weak. That was Pap's flaw. He was weak. He never checked his woman. He never corrected his woman. And even if he tried and she ignored it and she ran those red lights anyway, that means she didn't respect him and he stuck with it. Now, I commend him for being strong. I understand why he wanted to hold his family together, his child, why he stayed there, this and that. I get all of that. Because I would hold on to a relationship longer than I should because of a kid. I would. But that's a weak brother. I was listening to Papoose rant the other day when he was telling Remy business and about all the stuff she did and this and that. And when I'm hearing it, I'm not hearing it to the point where I'm like, damn, I'm on bro's side. I didn't hear it like that. Even though I believe the things he said about Remy, I didn't hear it like that. I heard a weak man. Because listen, I give y'all the opportunity to go find a video. It's on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Where Pat was speaking about it. But when I'm hearing that, okay, she didn't want you to come to the jail no more. She begged you to quit coming. She said it pissed her off. She literally lost respect for you because you kept coming. And she was angry. Stop coming to this jail to see me. Go live your life. He wouldn't do it. She gets out. She got a homegirl. Her homegirl got out before her. My homegirl need help. They let the homegirl come stay for a little bit. The homegirl in the guest room. He says Remy tells him, oh, I can't sleep and my friend's in the room and she's lonely and I'm going to go in there and hang out with her. He just stay in his bed and go to sleep. Then he says he walks in on them messing around one day while the child was in the bed. Now, when I heard that, I'm not hearing that and being like, you know what, Remy, I didn't get that feeling. I'm like, bro, you's a weak man. How you didn't? You mean to tell me your woman was in jail for 6.5 years with other women? With other women. There's rumors that she had a girlfriend while she was there. That's one of the reasons why supposedly she didn't want you to come. She kept telling you to quit coming. But anyway, that's neither here nor there, whether you believe those rumors or not. But you was shacked up in a cell with a woman for 6.5 years, or other women. And then you get out of jail and you don't want to sleep with me. I'm in bed. I can't get no sex. I can't get no tail, no cat. I can't hunch. And you feel bad because your other friend in the other room by herself and you finna go hang out with her overnight. And I just not think nothing of it. Till one day I just walk in on it. Or I walk around, I'm like, why my baby in the bed by themselves? Where y'all at? And then you in the room and it's spooky, like. Listen, people talk about down low men all the time. There's more down low women than there are down low men. The difference is there's not as much stigma behind a woman being bisexual. There's not as much stigma about it. So women come out all the time, or they be like, oh, blah, blah, blah. I did this. Oh, well, I did this. It's okay. People don't look at it like that, but there's a lot of women who mess with other women. A lot of straight, what do they be saying? What the LGBTQ be saying? Straight presenting men. There's a lot of straight presenting women who are not straight. Your opinions about whether a man and woman can be bisexual, that aside, there's a lot of straight presenting women who are not straight. You shouldn't trust her with her homegirls either. What you mean you don't want to sleep in the bed with me? What you mean you don't feel like having sex tonight and you finna go hang with your homegirl the whole night in a room with her? What you mean? Then he says he walks in on her one day and catches him. Duh, what you thought? Now, in my head, my process really was like this. Like, bro, you had to know. Either you deaf, dumb, and blind, or you had to know and you thought, you know what? I'm going to walk in on them. They going to let me join. And that's not how it went down. That was my thought. You thought that, oh, because she get down like that, we finna get down together. And it didn't work out like that. I had a partner like that. He used to brag all the time. My girl got a girlfriend. But the girlfriend didn't like you. So what's the point of you being excited that your girl got a girlfriend? If your reasoning for being happy, you thinking you got 2 girls when really your girl got a girl and a dude and you just are. You just an extension. You a piece of the puzzle, a piece of the pie. But I heard all that and other things that Papoose was saying. And all I heard was a weak man, a man that was so in love and so blind that he submitted to her. He submitted to her. Now, listen, biblically, husband and wife, you submit to each other. He submitted to her in a different way. He submitted to her like he was a concubine. You know what I'm saying? Like he was a slave. I love you, so I'm going to do whatever you need. I'm going to suffer. I'm going to ignore everything you did, and I'm going to go with it. And I'm not saying that Pat probably ain't never had nothing on the side. He probably ain't never stepped out. He probably ain't never cheated. He probably ain't never bust upside her head and nothing like that. I'm not saying that he probably never did none of that. I'm saying that he knew that woman was foul from the beginning, and he ignored it. He was too weak to stand up to her. You can feel how you want to feel. You can think how you want to think. Like I said, it's natural for a lot of women to cape up for other women. Then you got men who going to do the same. But You can't tell me that woman started cheating on him with a dude that worked for her and then moved on and kept him in the house. You never heard Pap say nothing until they stuff started getting dragged out because of her mistakes, because of her being flagrant and disrespectful. She's the narcissist in the situation. And he's the weak-willed man who allowed it, who just wants to hold on and hang in there. Then he went and got him another strong woman. I ain't not Clarissa, though. I'll take Clarissa down. If Pat wasn't with Clarissa, give me a strong chocolate woman who can beat me up. Come here, Clarissa. Junior.